Arvind Kejriwal being taken inside the court, there is just that perhaps a fraction of a second where you just see Arvind Kejriwal face to face. So, this isn't that Kejriwal that a lot of us have seen so very often. He clearly is understanding that the road ahead, Priyank, for him is going to be really difficult. Keeping in mind what has happened with BRS's K. Kavita, what has happened with Manish Sisodia, what has happened to a lot of other players in the liquor scam, and the fact, Priyank, that he himself has skipped 9 summons of the Enforcement Directorate.
Yeah, but before that, let me tell you to our viewers that Arvind Kejriwal has been allowed to talk to his legal counsel. Abhishek Manu Singhvi has sought some time from the judge so that Arvind Kejriwal can talk to him, and this permission has been granted. And there will be a slight delay, DP, in the hearing because the ASG Raju is still stuck in jam and he will take some more time. But while talking about the body language of Arvind Kejriwal, certainly if you saw him yesterday going towards the ED's office in the ED vehicle, he was totally silent and there was no facial expression which could be seen. And today also Arvind Kejriwal realizes this fact that the anticipation which was raised by him and his lawyers and which was also addressed to the people of the National Capital time and again, which also led to a survey by the Amani party that whether Arvind Kejriwal should remain the Chief Minister even in the case if the Enforcement Directorate managed to arrest him. Arvind Kejriwal knew the fact that since these statements have been recorded under Section 50 of the PMLA, which is an admissible statement before the court of law, that certainly sooner or later the kind of conduct which his own people has done and the kind of money which is alleged to be received by his party members, the ball will come to his court and certainly he will be put under arrest. That's our anticipation. But now it's very important that whether the Enforcement Directorate will also quote regarding all those disclosure statements in the remand copy or not. It's going to be a slight delay for us to tell you to our viewers because what is happening inside the courtroom is that the court is very much jam-packed. The judge has not allowed too many people to enter inside. We will be trying to give the best of the updates since our colleague Rame is there inside the courtroom so that our viewers can be updated about the latest development. But what we are getting to know that 10 days of police remand is expected to be sought from the Enforcement Directorate. At the same time, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who is appearing for Arvind Kejriwal, will start speaking once ASG Raju will come to the court.
Okay, so minute-by-minute updates is what our team is going to be, remember, putting inside. We have both Bhavtosh, Priyank tracking the story, fronting the story from the ED headquarters and outside the Rouse Avenue court respectively. And a team, remember, also inside the Rouse Avenue court, where right now there seems to be a slight delay in the hearing of the entire matter, Bhavtosh. And importantly, like you mentioned, that because this matter has generated so much of interest, we are already looking at a packed courtroom there. The doors had to be closed and no more media people for the moment have been allowed inside. But the very fact today that you have a sitting chief minister who gets arrested on charges of corruption and the fact that he skipped multiple summons, Bhavtosh, this is also a perception game. In the run-up to the big battle of 2024, the next few minutes could be very, very important to decide whether corruption again is going to be becoming that one important talking point, Bhavtosh.
Yes, Dipti, in fact, the Prime Minister in past few months or in fact for past 1 year has always said that anyone who is corrupt would not be spared, and in various speeches he has also mentioned this. And Arvind Kejriwal is someone who in fact started his career with an NGO called India Against Corruption. That NGO morphed into a political party, Aam Aadmi Party, and that party in fact had the maximum impact as far as politics in Delhi is concerned. And then once it won the elections in Punjab, it became a national party. But what happened next is something that Arvind Kejriwal also never realized, that it got implicated in an excise scam. The scam initially looked a very small scam. It was first being investigated by the Economic Offences Wing of the Delhi Police, and no one ever thought that this scam would have such wide implication. The case was initially registered by the CBI, and then Enforcement Directorate stepped in, and it had led to arrests of many high-profile individuals, not only politicians, some businessmen, some companies have been implicated. One of the biggest manufacturers of alcohol, but not Ricard, they have been named as an accused. They can't sell alcohol in Delhi. legally they can't sell alcohol in Delhi, and then it has political implications. Several politicians have leveled allegations against the enforcement directorate, but the probe continued. As far as ED probe is concerned, what officials say that if they had done anything wrong, then they would have been pulled up by the Supreme Court, by the Apex Court, by the High Court. Yes, there were oral observations that were made by the Apex Court, but in the order that was given while rejecting the bail application of Manish Sisodia, Justice Sanjeev Khanna had said, yes, there is a money trail of at least 338 crore rupees. So at least in the High Court, Trial Court and in the Supreme Court, the case as far as the ED and CBI case is concerned, it has been in many ways vindicated. It has stood test of time. But there is also a delay as far as the probe is concerned. Charges have not been framed. Several individuals have been arrested. ED on its part had said the delaying tactics is being done by the 31 accused who have been named, and they have also filed a complaint in the concerned court. But as of now, all eyes would be on the court as the courtroom drama will start once Abhishek Manu Singhvi will be making his submission why this arrest is actually illegal.
Absolutely. So I think everything now hinges on what happens in the next few minutes. Before I get in Priyank Bank into this, Bhavtosh, give me the big picture. The fact is that in cases like this, remand is the next obvious thing. The Enforcement Directorate seeking a remand of 10 days, they might get a remand of 5 days, 7 days. And the very fact that, K. Kavita, again an important political neta from the BRS who's been picked up by the agency, is also right now in the remand of the Enforcement Directorate. Now, a lot of buzz about the fact that has she spilled the beans? Has she has she been singing in custody? Has she turned an approver? Has she named Arvind Kejriwal? So will we have a lot of these details once the remand copy is being read there by the judge?
Well, as far as K. Kavita is concerned, she has always denied all the charges that have been leveled against her. She has always said that she is also being forced to make certain statements that can make the ED's case strong. ED on its part had said that they have established or allegedly established a money trail where they claim that the South Group allegedly paid kickbacks of 100 crore rupees. Interestingly, for the first time since ED had taken over the probe in August 2022, ED on Monday came out with a statement where they actually made a very explosive charge naming K. Kavita, Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia. This has been denied by BRS party, virtually by all opposition party, saying that ED is making statement at the behest of centre and, to be more specific, again at the behest of BJP. Having said that, ED on its part had said that they probe right from day one when they first arrested Samir Mahendru. They have always found evidence of somehow South Group paying kickbacks of 100 crore rupees, of which they claim 45 crore rupees was spent. 45 crore rupees was spent by Aam Aadmi Party to fund its election campaign in Goa, and they also now have evidence of AAP workers as well as candidates receiving money in cash, and they have said that this will also be presented before the court when they will be seeking custody of Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay, and when you say this, when it's about a money trail, usually in such cases, and I'm told I think Priyank is also now live with us. He's just outside the Rouse Avenue court. Priyank, any more updates that we have from our team that's present inside the court? Has the ASG arrived? Has the proceeding already begun?
No, Deepthi, the ASG is stuck in jam, and what it's being said by the counsels of ED, other junior advocates, that ASG is taking some more time because people have been stopping him. That's why there's a team of Delhi police officials who were stationed on the 5th floor of the building. The senior officials have gone, towards ground floor of the building so that the ASG could be escorted, so that the hearing in this case can begin. But what we are also getting to learn that while moving on the corridors of the 5th floor of this Rouse Avenue building, Arvind Kejriwal has told to media that मैं अपने देश के लिए जान भी दे सकता हूँ. So these kind of patriotic statement coming out from Kejriwal is certainly giving one more emotional touch to the kind of claim Aam Aadmi Party has made before the construction, the party was constituted, and they have also said that it is very important. Deepak Vajpayee, who is also a lawyer and who was also with the initial moment of Aam Aadmi Party, Mr. Vajpayee, Kejriwal has been produced. The ED will be seeking remand. What would be the defense from your side?
No, basically due process of law has not been followed. The action of the ED has no force of law. It is illegal, and we are raising it in the Supreme Court. We had to withdraw the petition. We are here. So the entire process of arrest of Arvind Kejriwal is illegal since the due process has not been followed.
Mr. Vajpayee, 9 summons being served. He did not comply for the summon. The High Court did not give any kind of relief. Today also Mr. Singhvi went to the court and he had to withdraw because there was an adverse order which came in K. Kavita's case. So do you think this kind of argument from your side will stand?
No. The legal remedy, which legal remedy I'll go for is my prerogative. Right? We can't be forced. They had gone to the court with the plea that we have not complied with the summons. There's no order. There's no order. It is still pending. They did not wait for the due process of the law to be completed. It is completely illegal, and I'm sure that we'll get relief because the due process of the law has not been followed. The action of the ED does not have force of law. I have to go and attend to the hearing.
Sure. So Deepak would be going upstairs. So this is a basic line of argument. This is what we were telling you to via Deepti, because Deepak Vajpayee is someone who has been in the founding members of the India Against Corruption. Then the party formed. These people are also practicing lawyers as well. So from one of the lawyers who will be assisting Abhishek Manu Singhvi, you just heard that these will be the line of argument on which the Aam Aadmi Party's counsels, Abhishek Manu Singhvi and other senior lawyers will be putting forward their point before the court that this arrest is illegal. The process was not followed. Yes, Deepti.
Okay, so Abhishek Manu Singhvi is representing Arvind Kejriwal in the Rouse Avenue court. Bhavtosh Priyank, continue to stay with us.